Howdy folks, this is my absolute favorite video I've ever posted on YouTube. A couple weeks ago, I wasn't feeling so hot. A friend of mine suggested, hey man, I think you should reach out to all the people that you've helped, to your Facebook audience, your YouTube audience, and ask for 30 to 60 second videos with people sharing how they feel about you, how they feel about your work, basically getting testimonials. And so I wrote this document that I can post in the info description of this video. That was exactly what I wrote to everyone. And I ended up getting like 23, 24 responses of these videos of people sharing either with me or sharing to a prospective client about me to help fuel my mission, fuel me financially, fuel me spiritually, help feed my adrenals. Listening to these testimonials, I mean, this is like it's going to be impossible not to be able to come out of a bad day within 30 minutes of just watching this video. You know, anytime I'm low, I can just watch this video and remind myself what I'm doing here on this planet, who I'm helping, what my mission is. So this video is for me to feed me and fuel my mission, but this video could also be for you if you're interested in using my services one day. So I'll leave you to these epic videos.
My name is Greg Schilling, and I am alive. I don't think I'd be able to say that if it wasn't for Josh Mason. When I reached out to Josh, I was in the hardest and darkest time of my life. I was so sick and in so much pain that I wanted to end my life. But I can honestly say that Josh pulled me right out of that spot. Josh has been a coach, a guide, a mentor, a friend, and the brother that I always wish I had. I don't know what else to say except the fact that if you don't allow Josh to have the opportunity to coach you to having the best life that you've ever lived, I think you're making a serious mistake. He is the reason that I could look at you and say, my name is Greg Schilling, and I am alive. Josh, thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Melanie, I'm 41 years old. I just want to talk quickly about my experience with Josh. Sorry for the darkness, I'm sitting outside. I've seen Josh on one of these YouTube videos, and I was actually Googling depression because half of my life I've been battling with depression, eczema, burnout, everything, like the whole thing you can just think of. And I've just saw one of the videos and I kind of knew that's it, because that guy knows exactly what's going on. And yeah, I just was in that lucky position to go to one of his retreats, and I think that completely blew my mind, because I've never experienced in a couple of days growth that I've been experienced with Josh after like going through years and years of therapy, of health practitioners, of doctors, of clinics, of everything that I tried. It's just like within a couple of days clicks, Josh could just bring me and lift me up to a level I haven't had before. And so I just want to share that experience with you and just recommend Josh from like really the bottom of my heart, because he's got everything. He's got the knowledge because he went through everything himself, and on top of it he's got that feeling for what the person needs. And I think those two things combined isn't happening very often. It's either people have a great knowledge or they have a feeling for people but they don't have the knowledge, and I just think Josh has both those things himself and all together, and I think that makes it really special working with him. Plus on top of it, he's very reliable, very responsive, he's quick, he's smart, he's just like on the ball and like always trying new things. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything like you would like to know in working with him, I'm also happy if someone wants to contact me, or like if I can just give further insight, because I can't give that whole detail in the video. I can just say I haven't had any experience like that, also on a spiritual level, and I can just recommend working with Josh. Like, really, you're not gonna find anyone like that right around the corner. I've traveled the whole world. I'm coming from Germany to just meet him and work with him, and I haven't regretted that in a single second. It's the opposite. It was exactly what I was looking for. So yeah, thanks for listening to me, and thank you that I could share my experience, and I just wish you all the best on your health journey. Bye.
Before I started working with Josh, I was dealing with some heavy shit. I had severe depression. I was looking at some autoimmune diagnoses, potentially Lyme disease. I still don't really know for sure, but all these kind of things had just happened, and I was just feeling really, really sick and just fatigued. Couldn't sleep, couldn't eat, couldn't do anything. And I was fed up with it for a long time. And it was a long time before I sought help, almost 2 years. And once I did, I sought it through Josh, and with that assistance, my life has changed almost immediately. Almost within the first month or so of working with him, things started changing. I'm still dealing with some things right now, but with his protocol, my life has just changed dramatically from where I was. I'm not in that dark hole of hell that I was in for almost 2 years. So I think sticking with what he's recommended and continuing on this healing path in terms of taking care of myself as best as I can, using the tools that he's taught me, I think things are just going to continue to improve for me. And I'm extremely grateful for that.
So I went to Josh's retreat in May of 2019. I had resonated with his work through watching his YouTube videos, and he instantly drew me in with his experiential knowledge, and he's such a straight shooter, and you can just tell that he's authentic and honest, and he's coming from a place where he really wants to help people. So when I went to his retreat, this was absolutely true. He has an open heart, and he cares deeply about impacting people's lives in a positive way. He definitely created a space for me to be able to work through a lot of my emotional and spiritual disconnections. And I had a lot of breakthroughs, so he's just a great guy. And I would absolutely recommend him to anyone who is on a healing journey, because I think he could help anybody.
So I came to Josh after about 10 months of trying to detox gadolinium from multiple MRIs. I had hired 2 other detox professionals, both of which did nothing for me. Actually, I kept getting worse and worse. And Josh knew right away how to solve a problem of sensitivities to basically everything. And that was huge, just right off the bat. And then his protocol, which I started following to detox the gadolinium, started working after about a month and a half. This after 10 months of trying on my own and with 2 other professionals. And since then, I've gone through some pretty crazy things, and he was there for me to help guide me out of this hell that I've been in. So if he can guide me out of hell, what can he do for you? He's the real deal. If you want to get better, if you want to detox, hire Josh.
Hey, what's up? I'm Colin, and Josh Mason has been one of the most perhaps influential individuals I've met in the course of my life. Before I met him, I was very lost and confused with the symptoms of illness that I was dealing with, and also lost in my life. And after meeting him, not only did he completely blow my mind with the detox wisdom, and continues to blow my mind with the cutting edge detox stuff that he's always experimenting on himself and his life, but also was able to just see me for who I was and what I really needed, what the medicine I needed was, and what the medicine I have is to give. And that's one of his gifts, is really be able to see people and see what they not only need but can give to the world. And so now I'm living this completely different life. I'm a line to follow on this healing trajectory, and I also know what I'm doing with my life as far as my purpose and my mission.
Hey Josh, what's up? I just want to say thank you for making the course. I have been helped a lot by it since I've been following your videos for a year. I think more people should be doing what you're doing because, in the 21st century, I think the biggest war we're going to be having is with ourselves, not with any other country, since we're so polluted and so intoxicated with stuff that we don't even know what it's about. And I'm really happy to have found someone who went through an authentic journey to remove all the nonsense that's in there. And I'm so ready to also take the same journey. And I hope this video helps you in some way, because I've watched yours since I went on YouTube to search for detoxification methods, and I saw your mucoid plaque and parasite videos, and I was sold. I'm like, this guy's the real deal. His journey is real, because I went through something similar. And for whatever it is, I hope this helps you, and I really hope that YouTube and Google can get your stuff back up there, because it's golden. Thank you so much.
Okay, I'm going to get right to the point on what I really appreciate about Josh Mason. Josh has the ability to deliver his material in a very succinct manner. He never drones on and on with the material, yet he also delivers with a style and grace and wit and humor that makes his videos and his talks very enjoyable to listen to. I consider Josh to be a highly intelligent individual. Not only is he highly intelligent, but he spends a lot of time researching, and he picks through what's true and relevant and what works. Josh has an awesome mission to help people, and it really shows through in his work. He's a good person, and I really appreciate the work that he's doing. He's helped a lot of people, so thanks, Josh. I've been in the health, wellness, detox, longevity field for over 30 years myself, so I've done a lot of work and research. And there's a few people that I really respect and follow, and Josh is definitely one of them.
Josh is awesome. He spoke at my first Infinite Man Summit, and he was so authentic, so raw. It was mind-blowing. I mean, his passion for helping other people is matched by nobody. The only thing people were talking about for the rest of that weekend is this guy's talk. Absolutely amazing, great speaker, really great guy, and just one of the most passionate people in the world when it comes to helping other people. So I love this guy, and if you're thinking about working with him, you gotta do it. Awesome guy. Love you, man.
Hi there. So I'm sorry for the delay in submitting this video. I just couldn't let an opportunity like this pass by without at least sharing my experience with Josh Mason and how I feel about him. So firstly, I wanted to say that Josh is honestly one of the best human beings that I know. He has a truly good heart. He's an incredible healer. He has so much passion for what he does. He shares his truth at all times. What you're going to get for him is hard facts, his experience, what he's witnessed with other people. He really cares about the people that he works with. He's very picky about who he chooses to work with, and that's because he gives so much of himself to each person that he works with. So I stand behind all of the work that he does. He does incredible things. He shares amazing content, and he works really hard to give people a ton of tools they can use to heal themselves, to better themselves, to bring their health and their spirituality to the next level. And so for me personally, my experience with him has been more on a personal level, more on a friend level. And he's always been extremely helpful. He's always included me whenever opportunities come around. He's been very, very, loving and helpful at any time that I've ever needed anything. So he's the kind of guy that you can call and get advice from. He's the kind of person who genuinely cares about helping you and really wants to see you be successful as well. And he has so much passion for the health movement, and he has so much hope and excitement that the world can change. And it's really nice to have an ally in the field and to be in touch with other people who genuinely love sharing the health message and help empowering people. So Josh, this is to you. You are an incredible human. And to anybody who stumbles across your content, they are absolutely lucky and blessed. So sending my best. Bye.
Hey there, my name is Eden Lambert. I'm so grateful for everything that Josh does, for his journey, for his lessons, for his story, for everything that he puts out there that I get to learn from, because through his journey, through his lessons, through all his teachings, I've been able to change things in my life that have improved my vitality, my health significantly. And I'm so thankful that he does the work, right? Like I know and can trust in him that when he learns about something new, when he learns about a new product or a new practice or any kind of protocol, that he is diving in, he's learning everything about it. The guy is super obsessive, more obsessive about things like that than anybody else I've ever met. So it's great to meet, and to be able to work and learn from somebody that is that deep into things and cares about things that much, and even goes beyond just learning about it or prescribing it or suggesting it to other people, but the fact that he tests all those things on himself. And to me, that's the biggest thing. The fact that he'll test all these things on himself, see how it works, test off of it, do a control, and really get a gauge of how good these things are. So I'm so thankful for his work. Thank you so much, Josh. I appreciate it. Thank you. Keep doing it so that I can continue on my journey and continue to get healthier and better and live as well as I possibly can be. Thank you, man. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Luis, and I'm 22 years old, and I'm really sick for about 3 years now, which has been very long and hard time. And I purchased Josh's course like a few weeks ago, and I'm about halfway through it. It's already helped me to improve my life in a lot of ways, because I don't know if I'm a strong person, but I'm definitely resilient. I'm not giving up, and I've spent the last 3 years digging through information on the internet, a lot of which is conflicting, and it's just so much, and it makes you feel anxious, and more than that, it makes you feel afraid. Really, I've been afraid for 3 years now, and Josh kind of helps you with that, because he just did all the shit and he's got to the other side, so you believe it's possible. And also he helps you to get better, and not just in your body but also in your mind, because your mind is like your compass, it tells you where to go. And all this sickness and conflicting information and people who don't understand you, because how could they possibly without ever going through something like this, is like a lot of magnets in a circle around your compass, so you don't know which way north is. So your needle flips like every 3 seconds, and it fucks you up. And Josh helps me to sort out what is north and what is just the magnet and the magnet and the magnet, so I know which way to go. And every time I feel anxious, I come back to that, and I know where to go again, and I feel confident and I can do it. And the beauty of it is, well, it's kind of funny because this is kind of an advertisement video, but he's not trying to sell you on anything, Once you purchase the course, he sold you on Detox, and that's it. If you do it via carnivore diet or raw veganism or macrobiotics or paleo or keto, he doesn't give a fuck. Whatever works for you, and you can implement his stuff in everything of it, and it helps you, detox smarter, not just release chemicals and toxins and parasites, but also bind them and get them out efficiently, and doing it in a way that you can actually manage, that doesn't crush you, that doesn't make you give up. And he helps you find out the pace that's good for you, and that is really important. And well, I personally feel like I'm over the mountaintop already, because I've done a lot of work before I got into Josh's course, but it still helped me so much so far, and I'm confident it's gonna help me so much more and get me my life back. And already I'm on a day-to-day basis calmer and happier, and I feel better even though I'm detoxing more. And man, it's a pretty amazing feeling. And if that ain't worth $300 or whatever this course is, then I don't know, set your priorities straight or whatever. But if Josh resonates with you on a personal level like he does with me, then go for it, man. It'll be one of the better investments you do in your life. And I don't know what it is about the guy, but hearing him talk just makes me feel calm and okay, and like I'm gonna achieve it no matter how hard it is. And I don't know, that's something, isn't it? So cheers. This is actually not as bad as it looks like. Apples and carrots help. And last but not least, enjoy the view. Peace out.
Josh has been a truly inspirational force in my life. He's helped me through so much I can't even say. The dude is half my age, but he's got twice as much as wisdom as I'll ever have. I gotta tell you, I'm not one to give testimonials, but this dude knows, man. He's got insight that most people, 99.9% of the people, do not have. He's just an incredible dude, and I'm grateful to have been seeking him for advice, help on a variety of issues, health issues, diet issues, and just believe me, there's nobody like him. Thank you.
Just a quick testimonial for Josh. He's been such a big inspiration and mentor for me on my own healing journey. And if it wasn't for Josh, I probably would have stopped detoxing altogether, because I kind of got to a dead end and I didn't know anymore how to go further. And he really inspired me to keep going and to just continue my journey. And he is such a beautiful person inside out, and he has such a big knowledge about the detox world. And plus he's so driven to help people all over the world. And I attended one of his retreats. I actually catered for his retreat in San Diego, and I can just highly, highly recommend it. It has been such an inspirational, beautiful time together with people from all over the world. So I can highly recommend Josh.
Man, so grateful to work with Josh. I've been around the health field for 12 years and worked with a number of amazing practitioners, and Josh is, one of the elite people that I've ever worked with. His degree of knowledge, expertise is really hard to find. So I trust his insight and his wisdom because he's been through it firsthand. And not only that, but I feel what also separates him is his ability to listen very deeply and really care about your own transformation, not just physically, but also emotionally and spiritually. So my experience, I feel I'm so enriched with like a spiritual strength to show up for myself, to do the protocols, and really make that next step to awaken more deeply, to feel more vital, to be more pain-free, right? But it's not just about the pain, right? It's really, for me, about how I can keep showing up, and not only for myself, but for my family and my community. And with his help, I was able to see through some of the blocks in my awareness, very subtle, right? And sometimes those are the things that get sneaky. So he's gonna call you out when you need to, and with that firm love, you know what I'm saying? And so I feel super grateful to have worked with Josh, and I've done a number of cleanses before, and to feel the knowledge and wisdom and precision that which he works with has been just a game changer for my life, my health, and really is bringing a sense of confidence and ease in the process, because it can be so overwhelming to go about a transformation, and heal our gut and heal the pain that we're experiencing. So I really had a wonderful time going through this transformational process, and super grateful. So thank you so much.
We are living in a pretty toxic, messed up world these days, and our bodies and our health are under attack from all different angles. And I believe that the universe has put people like Josh Mason here for us to help us get through it. He has been a complete lifesaver for me in figuring out how to detox mercury out of my body and improve my health and feel healthier and happier. I first came across Josh a couple of years ago on YouTube,
and I saw this huge back catalogue of videos which give so much information to help you become healthier, stronger and happier with all these amazing detox methods. I believe that when people like Josh come into your awareness like 2 or 3 times, then you really need to start paying attention. He's doing such an amazing job out there, and we definitely need more channels like the Detox Dudes to help us live healthier, happier lives.
Hi, this is just a quick video. My name is Pete from Cleveland. This is just a quick testimonial and thank you to Josh Mason at the Detox Dudes. Long story short, a couple years ago, many years building up, I had toxicity building up in my body, and many symptoms just kept getting worse and worse and worse as time went on. I couldn't figure out what was going on. I was completely debilitated, had to stop working. I lost 45 pounds over a matter of 2 to 3 months and became very pale and very ill. From digestive systems to neurological symptoms, memory, focus, fatigue, depression, anxiety, even to a point of suicidal ideations, paresthesias, burning and tingling in my hands and feet, neck and spine pain, dizziness, sight disturbances, everything, multiple symptoms throughout the whole body. I felt poisoned. Doctors couldn't help me. They just gave me more prescriptions and more drugs on top of it, which seemingly, made things worse. So I quit the medications and I had to make a choice for myself. You know, I'm a Christian and I prayed and I researched to try to find answers for what I was going through. And by the grace of God, I stumbled on Josh Mason's story from mercury poisoning. Josh opened the door for me and led me down a path to discover that I was mercury and lead toxic, and all medications that the doctors were prescribing me just added to this toxicity. I've been chelating and detoxing for 1 year, and even though I'm not out of the woods yet, I have made progress. I just want to say thank you to Josh for his story and opening the door to heavy metals and detoxification. Things like chelators and binders and coffee enemas and mineral replenishment and saunas and other, as he would put it, modalities or therapies that are natural to be able to detox the body. These things all take time, but sometimes the natural way is the best way. Only thing modern medicine can offer you in a means to make money for themselves and for the medical conglomerates is to offer drugs and procedures that will save your life and keep you alive, but they won't cure you. Thanks, Josh, for opening the door to heavy metals and toxicity, as well as sharing your story and personal experiences and motivation on a personal level to help people get through these things, because it takes a long time to detox the body and to get better. And I appreciate everything that you're doing. And Josh is a real source of inspiration and motivation and help for those who want to cure many of these symptoms the natural way, detox their body from this harmful and toxic environment, including heavy metals, medications, chemicals that build up in your body over time and make people ill. Josh, thanks a lot.
Hey everybody, my name is Brian, originally from SoCal, but just moved to Austin, Texas. Just wanted to shout out Josh, and first of all, just say thanks Josh. Thanks for all you do, all the research that you put into everything that you type away or comes out of your mouth. But what I love the most is that there's nothing that you are 100% set on, and it just creates this really wonderful place to detox, because you're not someone that's saying, I'm the best, I know it all. You're saying, okay, do it for yourself and find out. So that's what I've been doing. I got Josh's protocol and I've been doing it for myself and figuring out what's good for me, what's working. And so far I've been doing pretty well. I was in a really dark place when I first started, and now I'd say I'm about, I don't know, halfway there, but who knows. So just wanted to shout out Josh. Thanks so much for your time, and it's definitely something that's worth every penny to start this protocol.
Hey Josh, I don't know why you're feeling down. It doesn't make any sense to me. You've got something really, really special going on. What you did with me was honestly just incredible. I was already in a very good place myself, I felt like, there wasn't really that much room for improvement. But after going through the program with you, it's just, I feel like a completely different person. I'm, leaps and bounds better than what I was before, both how I feel personally, but even in my professional output, everything is just way better. I can focus way more. I'm way more confident. I'm even stronger. I'm doing, I'm working out better than I ever have. Also, just everything all around is just better. So yeah, man, just keep it up, and definitely do not feel bad, because you're doing something pretty amazing.
Hey, I'm Owen. I've been following Josh for about 1.5 years now, and all I can say is the guy is just a genius. He's such a healer, and we're lucky to have him around, honestly. He's just opened up my mind about health and just blown me away, really. I can't be more thankful that the Detox dudes exist. And this guy, he's really just doing God's work, and such an inspiration to me and to many others. Also, going through 3 years of chronic illness to this day, he just brings me hope, man. And I just know that I can get better, and I can strive and be somebody like him one day. And that just really makes me happy inside. So Josh, he's really doing God's work, and I recommend him highly.
Josh Mason. I don't know where to begin. I don't think 30 to 60 seconds is enough to really do you justice, man. But I just want to say that I don't think a single human on earth can match the intensity and the care that you bring to people. You've been through so much, and you're continuing to put yourself through more just so you can keep helping, just so you can keep being there for people. What really is special for me is the community that you've created and that you've let me become a part of. I wasn't looking for silver bullets or I just wanted to learn more, but the people that you've put me in touch with and that you've helped nurture and raise, it's that community that is truly something special, and that I don't think anyone else has. If you can do a retreat led by Josh Mason, he will change your life completely. It's done it multiple times for me. Can't recommend it enough. Josh is an incredible person. I don't think I know a single other human that cares as much about people, especially the people that he's committed to helping too. I genuinely think he would lay down his life. No question. I've met such special people and continue to be amazed every time I interact with Josh. Just where he's pushing things, what he can introduce you to. It's unlimited.
So I found Josh a couple years ago after having some fillings removed, and it made me really sick. I mean, it effed me up for like a whole month, and I was really concerned because I was normally a pretty healthy guy. And I found Josh. I really thank God that he had put his story online and in the world for us to see, because it gave me a lot of hope. And it was really his coaching video series and some of his emails and phone call that gave me the courage that I needed to take the critical steps to really embark on my detox and healing journey. So Josh has just been a force multiplier in terms of what can be done, and at least in my life, I'm evidence that I'm hundreds of percent better than I was 3-4 years ago. And I've even used this information to help heal my children and other people in my sphere of influence. So it's paying dividends forward to other people in the world. So thank you, Josh. I really appreciate what you're doing.
Hey everyone, I'm Nick Gregoriades, and I've been asked by my friend Josh Mason to share some of the things that I enjoy about him and his work, which is actually not an easy task because there's so many things I like about Josh and there's so many things I admire about what he does. The first thing that comes to mind is the fact that what he went through, if you haven't read the story about him surviving mercury poisoning from the fillings he had in his teeth, I recommend you go check that out online. he went through complete emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual collapse, and he still managed to come out clean on the other side. You know, what happened to Josh would have broken most people, and yet somehow he persevered, and he kept searching, and he kept taking action and taking risks until he found out what was wrong with him, and then he managed to heal himself, which is, you know, he didn't use doctor's help, he didn't use the medical system, he did it on his own, you know, and that is an absolutely incredible thing that he did, and it's something to be truly admired. The next major thing that I love about Josh is that he's a very authentic and real person, which to me is something that's in very rare supply in today's world, and it's one of the things that I truly respect about Josh. You know, I can always count on him to be real with me and real with others, and to speak from the heart, you know, and I think that's one of the reasons he's been successful with his specific business, is he brings this amazing authenticity to it. If you're thinking about working with Josh, I would say grab the opportunity with both hands. He is a wonderful, honest, effective, authentic person, and if you're looking for his coaching services or his consulting services, you cannot go wrong, and it'll be well worth the investment. So I hope that helps you guys out. If you're thinking of working with Josh, do not hesitate. Until next time, peace out.
Working with Josh was such a great experience. He's definitely done the work on himself to be able to pay it forward to other people, and that passion comes through as he's working with you. You can definitely, tell that he's done his research on all of the supplements to make sure that they're clean, they're going to be good for you, and he really does have your genuine best interests at heart. Even after I worked with him, he continued to follow up with me on multiple occasions to see how I was doing, and then also make sure that I was informed about anything new that he found out. So it was awesome. Josh, you're great. Love you.